My name is Bethany. I'm 24. I go to the University of Denver as a grad student.
Okay, Bethany, were you or anyone you know ever bullied?
Yes, I was.
Okay, and if you feel comfortable, will you share with us how you were bullied or the situation that happened?
It was sixth grade, and it started with one boy in my class who um, expressed interest in me, and when I didn't reciprocate the feelings, he started with name calling and just inappropriate comments about my body, and it continued for 2 years into eighth grade. Um, and it was at school, it was on the internet, outside of school when I would see him around. It was everywhere.
Okay, and how did you handle the situation?
I mainly just stood up for myself at the time, just asking him to stop and telling him, he had no reason to be talking to me like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I didn't really talk to any adults about it. I talked to my friends about it and just basically tried to avoid him as much as possible.
Was there a particular reason you didn't want to share it with your parents or anyone at school?
I think mainly because it was just embarrassing.
Okay.
I think what he was saying to me, just the comments about my body and stuff, I was just more embarrassed.
Okay, that's understandable.
And I think I just wanted to sort of handle it on my own.
Mm-hmm. So did you ever eventually get to the point where you told your parents or anyone at school?
Yeah, it got to the point where it was making me really. Was just not stopping. Excuse me. And so yeah, I got to the point where I was just making me really upset, and he actually ended up kind of, I guess you could call it vandalizing my house with
Oh,
toilet
wow.
paper and
Okay.
whatever. And so that got my parents' attention.
Right.
And so from there, I just was like sort of told them what was going on. That got his parents involved, and when that didn't stop it, I eventually just went to the a teacher I trusted at school and said that what was happening, and they took it from there. Just sat us down and had a conversation with us about it, and told him basically that he needed to keep his distance from me.
And did you feel that that was a good method of getting the bullying to stop?
I mean, it worked, I guess. There was still, it lessened it for sure.
Good.
But I sort of felt like it wasn't, they weren't as much on my side as they could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that they thought I was provoking it in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so, but yeah, it did lessen it.
Good. Well, my last question is what would you say to somebody today who, if they were in the same situation or if they were being bullied, how would you tell them to handle the situation?
I think talking to an adult that you trust, or just keeping in mind that it has nothing to do with you, that it's not, it's nothing you're doing that is causing it, or nothing you're doing that is makes you deserve it, and to just keep that in mind and do your best to stand up for yourself and not feed into it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.